You may not be a young whippersnapper, but you're not an old goat either. You can learn some new tricks, old dog. Let's talk about what it really means to start over at age 50. For me, starting over at right now, I'm age 57. In May, I'll be 58. But for me, making a new beginning and starting something that I love and really working hard at getting good at it now that I have a little time on my hands to work harder at it, it really meant I had to change my expectations. I had to reset my mindset and realize that I am not younger. I do move slower. I don't have to talk fast. I don't have to think that if I don't do it now, I'll never get it done. It's too late, because that's not the case. I know for me, sometimes it feels like, oh, another comeback story. She's starting a new project. You know, I don't want to keep rebuilding. So in order to get to that point, I had to really figure out what it takes to keep going and to finish what I start, what I had to put in place. And realize that through all of these years of me doing different things, even though I felt like I'm a jack of all trade and a master of none, that actually I am a master of some. There's a lot that I know that can be beneficial to people. And so that's kind of what I really want to start sharing and realizing, and that's the mindset that I had to put forth. So even though this platform is new, it looks a little different. I'm not new. Forgive my nails. I'm not new. And I have been around the block for a while. I've been in the technology field. I've been a librarian for a while. And I just know how to get things done. And that's what I am willing to share with you all. How to get things done, even when you think you're not quite young enough to keep moving. So part of that whole thing was learning to laugh at myself. I mean, I took myself, and sometimes I still do, way too seriously. I just, I talked about before that whole perfectionism thing. Sometimes, you just got to laugh at yourself. You have to look at your flaws and say, okay, I am flawed. I know I do not have that perfect, Colgate smile. My eyes are not, perfectly aligned. Okay, one of them might be, but the other one, it's got a mind of its own. It's been doing its own thing for years. My hair for a long time, I was always, it was changing from month to month with hair braiding styles, latch hook, wigs, and I just never felt like myself. So I had to really figure out, who am I? What does Cece, what does Carlin look like? And just get good with the identity of myself and be okay with it not being, the traditional commercial beauty style person. And that's okay. I don't have to look like everyone else. And neither do you. So I really had to learn to just laugh at the things that were not perfect about myself and move forward. And with that, I had to look at my audience, the people who are listening to me. Now, I watch videos and things, and most of the people on YouTube, they're way younger than me. Yeah, I popped off another nail. Nervousness. Okay. I'm not going to digress. Anyways, they don't look like me as far as age-wise. I mean, I'm looking at these young kids that are in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, and they're not kids, but they grown-ups, but they're young. They're young, and that's okay. But my audience who are looking at me, well, they're about my age. Honey, they're a lot older than me to be real about it. They're in their 50s, 60s, and even 70s. And I have to realize that that's okay. That even though I look at younger people, the younger audience, and I inside still feel like I'm only 35 years old, I'm not. And neither are you. And you're still feeling young, and that there's a lot of energy and life left in you, and there is. So yeah, that's wonderful. That's a beautiful thing that our generation, we want to see our generation, and that's good. That's my audience, and I love you all, and I'm happy to be able to talk to you and align with you and your struggles and help you overcome them. Now, I also had to look at, being over 50, I slowed down, so I have to learn to be patient with myself. I don't learn as fast as I used to, and that is okay. It's what happens. Sometimes I have to read things, 2 or 3 times before I really get the understanding of it. And I also have to realize that, showing up is important even when nothing's happening. I spent a lot of my YouTube life looking at the numbers. What am I doing wrong? As soon as 20, 30 people wasn't looking at my videos, it was like, okay, it's no good, I'm no good, I give up, let me start something else. And not sticking with it, becoming inconsistent. And I just got to be patient. I have to look at things now in chunks, in seasons. So, okay, I'm not going to look at every video and check it out and say, okay, what's going on? What's happening? I am going to look at chunks like 3 months. What does this quarter look like? What happened? What videos moved? What didn't? But I'm not going to look at them until then, until I have consistently. And my goal, y'all, I told you, 2 videos a week. So in 12 weeks, I'll look and see. Any of y'all watching me? So I got to really put in the work without the daily scorekeeping. And that's going to take some time for me. I've got to really trust the process. And there is a process. So that's information that I've learned. What for me, walking into this world of content creation, whether I'm creating content, a blog, a video, writing my books, because I am writing another novel, a short piece of fiction. Okay, it's not really a short piece of fiction. It's a 50,000 word document, so that's like a real novel, I guess. And anyways, that's going to be coming up this year. Also, my goal is to do 3 of those this year, so maybe even 4. So it's gonna really take me being patient with myself and not looking at those daily results, trusting the process. Yeah, that's it. I'm still starting. I'm sure you are too. And I want to know if you could leave in the comments if anything that I said makes sense to you, that you're starting something new in your older season, more mature season, and your thought process on what it takes for you. Share with everyone else what you've what you've learned and what you're doing. Also, this video, I'm going to have a 1-page document that you can, it's a little e-document I can email to you. So put in the comments, still starting. And also let me know that you want a copy of that document. It is my goal to every video have a document of what I've talked about and some steps that you can work through with these steps that I've done, and perhaps that they can help you. And yeah, so I hope I have helped you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking time to be with me. And until next time, keep smiling.